Hey everybody, welcome back to the My Financial Snapshot YouTube channel. My name is LB Hudson. I'm the founder here at My Financial Snapshot. Last week we started a YouTube series where we're, for the rest of this month, going to showcase some customer testimonials about how people are using My Financial Snapshot to improve their financial health, but also to achieve financial goals through practicing positive financial habits. Today's customer testimonial is going to highlight our Snapshot tool, and it's going to showcase a couple who subscribes to My Financial Snapshot that use the process of just looking through their finances to pay off a $10,000 debt. I'm going to show you exactly how this couple came to this realization that they could pay off this debt, and we're going to get into that shortly. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this couple. This couple is married and they're in their 30s. They're in their early 30s. They've been married for several years, and they have been kind of longtime subscribers to My Financial Snapshot. They use My Financial Snapshot to look at their net worth, and they also use it to budget. They print out their financial snapshot, no pun intended, 2 to 3 times a year, and really just to facilitate a healthy conversation in their marriage. They like to be able to see where all their money is and just to be able to talk through that and talk about the goals that they have internally. Their financial goals are to pay down their debt. They have a goal to be debt-free as fast as possible. They also want to, very soon, they're planning on having some children. So they want to begin to save and put money aside for that. And they also want to increase their retirement contributions as well. I'm not going to walk through how this couple completes their financial snapshot. I did that last week in the budgeting video. If you want to see how the process of getting a financial snapshot or the process of completing a budget is done on My Financial Snapshot, check out last week's video. I want to make this video a little bit shorter today, but the process for both tools is the exact same. You don't have to learn a whole new thing. We are made to be simple and easy, one process, all step by step, with a ton of information scattered in between for you to make personal finances easy and to achieve financial goals. This right here is exactly what a snapshot looks like on My Financial Snapshot. It is a personal financial statement. If you've ever applied for a home loan or another type of a business loan, an auto loan, more than likely you were asked to fill out a personal financial statement. You know, that can be done on pen and paper. Sometimes it's done kind of on a PDF form and also through an Excel spreadsheet. The way that those forms are done is just horrendous. So we've made it way easier. We just have to put in one thing at a time, and the end result is something that not only can you use to apply for a bank loan, but you can use it for yourself to set and look at your large financial goals, see how you're doing, see your net worth grow over time. In the top right or top left-hand corner here, you have your general information. This is designed to be able to be sent to a banker, but also for you to use. So we have this information. I haven't changed the numbers here, but this couple, for the sake of privacy, and I don't have their stuff on here. Their income numbers, I split it evenly, but you see your general information. In the bottom left, you can see their income summary. This is your annual income. They have a healthy income. They're making almost $150,000 a year. Their financial snapshot is on this right column. All of their assets, everything. 99.9% of assets you can own, you can input into My Financial Snapshot. So you have more digital assets like checking and savings accounts, retirement accounts, but also things that aren't necessarily digital, like your real estate, if you own a house, your car, the value of your cars that you may own, among other things. This couple's got, quite a bit of cash here. They have some stocks. They have some Bitcoin, have a healthy retirement savings for being, in their early 30s. They own a house. They own 2 cars. In terms of debts that they have a little bit of credit card debt. Couples is very detailed. They don't carry a carrying balance on credit card debt. They have this on auto pay, but it just hadn't hit yet when they were updating this in the month of April. Personal property debt. What is personal property? Things like cars. If you own a boat or an RV, that would be personal property. They have this $10,000 balance. This is the $10,000 debt that this couple is paying off as a result of walking through the process of updating their net worth. And here's the loan that they have on their house, $115,000 that they still owe on their house. Again, this couple aggressively pays off debt, and they are trying to become debt free. So they've got a pretty low balance there, but a healthy balance sheet here. They have total assets of almost $500,000 and growing, or over $500,000 and growing. They have liabilities of just $125,000 with a net worth of almost $400,000. So this is everything in one page, as you can see, and it's great. But what makes up these numbers? They've input these numbers and they can see it all in one place. Great, they can talk through about that, but is it just cash? They don't just have $42,000 in cash. That's why we provide itemized breakouts of everything that you've input on My Financial Snapshot. So look at this: a joint checking account, 3 different savings accounts. For the sake of time, if you want to pause and look at these statements more, feel free to do so. Here's their 2 retirement accounts down here, a breakout of their primary residence that they own in terms of what they bought it for, their cost basis, what the house is currently valued at, the amount that they owe, the equity that they estimated equity they have in their house, the 2 cars that they own. Here's this debt number again, this 9,800 number, almost $10,000 that is about to be zero. So they were completing this. Again, liabilities, a breakout of the income that you have as well. So how did they decide, we want to pay this off? We want to pay off this $10,000. Well, this couple has financial goals, and one of their financial goals is to have a $15,000 savings account. They consider it an emergency fund. And whenever they initially got married, they set up, their joint checking account. Both salaries or both payrolls are getting, put into that joint checking account, and they have an auto draft out of that account, an auto savings here into this joint, what they call emergency fund. But they have these 2 other savings accounts here, and what I would call this, is really kind of a hangover account from 2 separate accounts that they had before they were married, that they just haven't fully gone and joined those accounts yet. And so they notice that they want $15,000 in their savings account. They have $23,500 there. They also have this account with $5,000 and another account with $2,000. It's a total of $30,500 in this savings account that their goal is just to have $15,000 in, which is great. So, that auto pay, it's great because you could set it and forget it. And, they've obviously got a surplus amount in there. When they saw this, they thought, why would we not just go ahead and pay off that auto loan? And that's what this couple has decided to do as a result of seeing that. And I'm going to give you just one more breakout of that. And this is going to be on our social media as well, and to show you kind of how that looks like in a different view for this couple. Again, here we go. How it happened. They have a goal of having $15,000 in their savings account. Well, they've doubled that goal. That's great. Their other goal is to become debt-free. They got their mortgage that they are, sometimes making 2 payments on. They are aggressively paying their house down. They have this auto loan. Again, for this couple's finances, they're not making it or breaking it paying this note every month, but they just don't want to pay it. It has an interest rate on it, and they just wanted to get it out of their lives and not see it again. And it's almost $10,000 balance, so they're paying that off. When they pay this off, their remaining savings is going to be $20,648. Well, they still have a savings surplus of $5,600 in that account. And they're going to very quickly recoup this because they're saving the money that they were going to be spending on that interest-bearing auto payment that was just getting auto drafted out of their account. So this is just one of the many ways that people use My Financial Snapshot. It's made to be very universal. You can be as detailed as you want to or as vague as you want to. You have to have no prior experience in personal finances. You don't have to be an accountant or finance guru, although we have plenty of finance people and a lot of accountants that use our site as well. So I highly encourage you to check out My Financial Snapshot if you're looking to improve your personal financial habits. Check out our snapshot tool, check out our budgeting tool, and of course, have a really, really solid week.